Hey there, history buffs! Today, we're diving into a fascinating chapter of Israelite history that you might not have heard about before. Imagine fleeing persecution in Europe and finding a safe haven in a tropical paradise. Sounds intriguing, right? Well, that's precisely what happened in Jamaica in the 17th century. In the year 1660, Jamaica was a British colony. It wasn't just any colony, though. It was a bustling hub of trade and commerce in the Caribbean. This unique setting offered a golden opportunity for Hebrew settlers looking for a fresh start. Israelites fleeing the brutal Inquisition in Spain and Portugal saw Jamaica as a new, promised land. Now, why Jamaica? For starters, the English were far more welcoming compared to their Spanish counterparts. They saw the value in having skilled traders and merchants setting up shop on the island. So, Jews from all over the New World began to emigrate to Jamaica, shedding their Converso cloaks and openly practicing their faith. Picture this: ship owners from Mexico and Brazil, traders from Peru and Colombia, and ship captains and pilots from Nevis and Barbados, all converging on this Caribbean island. Their collective knowledge of New World trade was unmatched. By 1660, Jamaica had become the principal haven for Jews in the New World. Unlike the small, isolated isles in the eastern Caribbean, Jamaica was a major island right in the middle of the shipping lanes. This made it an ideal base for striking at Spanish ships and engaging in contraband trade with the Spanish Main. The Hebrew community thrived in Jamaica. They weren't just surviving, they were contributing significantly to the island's culture, economy, and identity. From establishing thriving businesses to becoming influential figures in local politics, Israelites of Jamaica made their mark. One of the most remarkable aspects of this story is how the Hebrew settlers managed to maintain their traditions and faith despite being far from their ancestral homelands. Synagogues were built, and Hebrew rituals and customs were practiced openly and proudly. This fascinating chapter in Hebrew history is a powerful reminder of resilience and adaptability. The Jews who made Jamaica their home turned challenges into opportunities and built a vibrant community that left a lasting legacy. So, the next time you think of Jamaica, remember this incredible story of how it became a Hebrew haven in the 17th century. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of the Hebrew people and the transformative power of finding a place to call home. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing historical tales. Catch you in the next one. The year 1492 marked a turning point in Jewish history. Queen Isabella issued the Alhambra Decree, expelling Jews from Spain. Thousands fled, seeking refuge in the Ottoman Empire and Europe. The Spanish Inquisition targeted Conversos, spreading fear. This trauma, known as the Spanish exile, echoed through generations. The discovery of the New World in 1492 opened a new avenue of escape for some Jewish refugees. Lured by the promise of a fresh start, they braved the unknown, embarking on treacherous voyages across the Atlantic. These journeys were fraught with danger. Ships were often ill-equipped for the long and arduous journey. Disease and storms claimed many lives. Yet, the hope of freedom from persecution fueled their determination. Many of these Jewish refugees traveled as new Christians. This guise provided a veneer of protection from the ever-watchful eyes of the Inquisition. However, they lived in a constant state of anxiety, fearing discovery and the brutal consequences that would follow. Life in the New World was not without its challenges. These early Jewish settlers faced prejudice and discrimination from the ruling colonial powers. They were often relegated to the fringes of society, denied basic rights, and subjected to economic restrictions. Nevertheless, they persevered, their inherent resilience and entrepreneurial spirit shining through. They established businesses, practiced their faith in secrecy, and contributed to the growth of their new communities. Despite the hardships, Jewish communities began to take root in various colonies across the New World. In places like Brazil, Mexico, and the Caribbean, they carved out spaces for themselves. They established synagogues in secret, holding religious services discreetly to avoid detection. They maintained their traditions, passing down their heritage to future generations. Life under the shadow of the Inquisition was a tightrope walk. They had to maintain their faith while appearing outwardly Christian. This balancing act led to the development of unique cultural practices, a blend of Jewish traditions and local customs. Many became involved in trade, their skills honed over centuries of navigating a complex and often hostile world. Their commercial acumen proved invaluable, contributing to the burgeoning economies of the New World. They established trade networks, connecting different colonies and continents. These networks facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultural influences, subtly shaping the development of the Americas. In the early 17th century, Jamaica emerged as a beacon of hope for Jewish refugees. Under English rule, the island offered a level of religious tolerance unseen in many other parts of the New World. The English, eager to establish a thriving colony, welcomed the business acumen and trade connections that the Jewish community brought with them. This welcoming attitude, driven by pragmatic economic considerations, created a unique environment where Jews could live and prosper relatively openly. The arrival of Jews in Jamaica coincided with the island's rise as a major center for sugar production. They played a crucial role in this burgeoning industry, using their skills in finance, trade, and logistics to contribute to its success. The Jewish community in Jamaica grew steadily throughout the 17th century. They established synagogues, openly practiced their faith, and held prominent positions in society, a testament to the tolerant environment they found in this corner of the Caribbean. The Jewish community in Jamaica left an enduring legacy on the island's social, economic, and cultural landscape. They played a pivotal role in developing the island's trade networks, connecting it with Europe and other parts of the Americas. Their contributions to the sugar industry helped to shape Jamaica's economic development, leaving a lasting impact on the island's history. Their synagogues became centers of Jewish life, preserving traditions and serving as reminders of their journey from persecution to freedom. By 1660, Jamaica had earned a reputation as a principal haven for Jews in the New World. It represented a place where they could live openly, practice their faith freely, and contribute to the growth of a new society. Their story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the enduring power of faith, and the importance of tolerance and understanding in building a more inclusive world. The Jewish experience in Jamaica serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope and opportunity can emerge in the most unexpected of places.
Join me as I dive into the fascinating history of how Jamaica became the new promised land for Jews in 1660, and I'll challenge myself to uncover the truth behind this incredible journey. In the 17th century, the Jewish community was facing a tumultuous time, with waves of persecution and expulsion sweeping across Europe. As a result, many Jews were forced to migrate to new lands in search of a safe haven. And that's where Jamaica comes in, an island in the Caribbean that would soon become a beacon of hope for these displaced communities. During this period, Jews were facing immense challenges in Europe. The Inquisition was in full swing, and many Jews were forced to flee their homes or risk being tortured and killed. The Spanish and Portuguese Inquisitions had created a climate of fear, and many Jews were desperate to escape. On top of that, the 30 Years' War had just ended, leaving behind a trail of destruction and economic devastation. It was a perfect storm of persecution, war, and economic instability that made it impossible for Jews to live a peaceful life in Europe. As a result, many Jews began to look for alternative destinations where they could rebuild their lives. The Netherlands, which was a relatively tolerant country at the time, became a major hub for Jewish migration. However, even the Netherlands had its limitations, and many Jews were forced to look further afield for a place to call home. That's when the Caribbean, particularly Jamaica, began to emerge as a viable option. Jamaica, with its tropical climate, fertile soil, and strategic location, offered a unique opportunity for Jews to establish themselves as traders, merchants, and farmers. The island was also relatively unknown to the European powers, which meant that Jews could avoid the kind of persecution they faced on the continent. It was the perfect combination of economic opportunity and relative safety that made Jamaica an attractive option for many Jews. The journey to Jamaica was long and arduous, often taking several months by sea. Many Jews traveled with little more than the clothes on their backs, facing treacherous storms, pirate attacks, and diseases along the way. But despite the challenges, they persevered, driven by the hope of building a better life in this new land. When they finally arrived in Jamaica, they were greeted by the island's dense forests, exotic wildlife, and warm climate, a far cry from the cold, unforgiving landscapes of Europe. Jews made significant contributions to Jamaica's economy, establishing trading companies, sugar plantations, and other businesses that helped to jumpstart the island's growth. They brought with them skills and knowledge from their European homelands, which they adapted to the local environment. In return, the island offered them a chance to rebuild their lives, practice their faith freely, and create vibrant communities that would thrive for generations to come. One significant event that solidified Jamaica's status as a new promised land for Jews was the establishment of the first synagogue on the island. This momentous occasion marked a turning point in the history of Jews in Jamaica, as it provided a symbol of their permanence and commitment to the island. The synagogue became a beacon of hope, a symbol of the community's resilience and determination to build a better life in this new land. In 1660, the Portuguese Jewish community in Jamaica established the first synagogue, Sha'arei Kodesh, which translates to Gates of Holiness. This beautiful synagogue, with its ornate wood carvings and stunning architecture, became a hub of Jewish life on the island, attracting Jews from all over the Caribbean. It was a place where they could practice their faith freely, without fear of persecution or violence. The significance of Sha'arei Kodesh cannot be overstated. It represented the culmination of the Jewish community's efforts to build a new home in Jamaica, a place where they could live freely, practice their faith, and contribute to the island's growth. The synagogue became a symbol of their identity, a testament to their resilience and determination to thrive in this new land. As we reflect on the history of Jewish migration to Jamaica, it's clear that this period was a pivotal moment in Jewish history. The journey of Jews to Jamaica was marked by courage, perseverance, and a determination to build a better life. Today, we can learn valuable lessons from their story about the importance of resilience, community, and the pursuit of freedom. Thanks for watching this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about this incredible narrative. Did you know that Jamaica was a hub for Jewish migration in the 17th century? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video on the fascinating history of Jews in the Caribbean.